one for you. Between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. Cam Little out for the opening kick. And away we go in Glendale. He fields it from the 8. All right, and in the end, Brock, this is going to make it out to the 30. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10. They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. 12 yards on that play and a good call nets him the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
First down from the 42. Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. Oh, he has somebody. It's caught. And he's in. Oh, the double pass stuns him. Ends with a touchdown. On comes Joshua Carty to try the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cardinals will jump out to a 7-0 lead. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, Soko, so much. 11, Aga.
Lawrence going to throw straight away here. And the connection not quite there yet on his opening throw of the game. Trying to find his tight end. So second down coming up. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Third down here, need 8 on the play. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's too far in front of them, so now they're facing 4th down. And we talked about it earlier, brought a losing streak into the building with them. That is not a good start towards breaking that streak as they go 3 and out.
No, you want to bust that narrative, and the best way to do that is to start fast, and, well, once again, they're not.
Down a score and taking a big risk on their own side here. They're lining up to try for this.
Take right over. Hey, so 30 left.
Sticking in the air with Lawrence. Got his man. Thomas has it. And he has it right near midfield here. About a yard short. Look at that. No worry at all from their sideline, Brock. A 13-yard pickup on 4th down. That was impressive. Oh, just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. He's throwing deep to the left side. He's got it inside the 10. He will not score, but that does set him up, Brock, with first and goal, less than a yard away from the end zone.
I have loved this opening script. Aggressive, taking your shots. You know, the numbers tell you you get an explosive play on a drive in the NFL today, you're typically going to score. With that shut down the field, well, they're knocking on the door in the red zone.
Tootin. Can't push it across. They make the stand. It looks like they might have stopped him a little bit behind the line, too. Offense in a hurry up here.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Here's another for him. And this time he's got it. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Jaguars start off well to tie things 7-7. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. He's going to field this at the 2. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's first and 10. Kyler with a chance to run here. Has room down the left sideline. He does it. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take the lead on the first play of the drive. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. Now the PAT try coming up. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Cardinals take the lead here, 14-7 in the first.
14, Jaguars 7.
The Cardinals kicking team out, so they'll put a charge into this one. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
Hey, go, let's go. Hey, let's go. Go. Hey, Kip, 11. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Too much lead on that throw. That ball's incomplete ahead of his target. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up second down.
Can't cover it much better than that really well-covered feed on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Same break. 30 left.
Once again here, second and 10. Lasers this one deep down the middle. And that's sent to the ground by a defender and incomplete. Would have been one for the highlight reel, but instead, they're facing third down.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not two hands that got on the football.
Throwing is Lawrence on third down. He's got Thomas on the slant. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. He gets 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Here we go.
Tootin hits it from the gun. And he gets this beyond the midfield stripe and onto the Cardinals side of the field. Give him 4 that time, so 6 to go on second down.
It's now second and 6.
Hey, go. 13 left.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line of gain. less than a yard. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And the Jaguars have a first down.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, the pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
Hey, Lion! Easy, hey, kill! 11.
First down throw, Lawrence. Short pass brought in. And he's tackled for no gain.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on first down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on second down.
30 left.
Back to the air, Lawrence. Into the hands of his running back, Tootin. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them. And the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
On third down, here's Tootin. And he's going to have enough for the first down. Not by much. He got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Easy.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll go again here with Tootin. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. On his Little for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Jaguars tie things up at 14. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Returnable from the 2. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Cardinals into formation. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Murray. Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. A gain of 15 there. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
You just got to love that angle, right? It's been around a long time, but think about it defensively, Kate. How many times do you see the backs out of the backfield or just run to the flat? The great running backs know how to plant their foot, sell that flat route, break it off to an angle, and break off the first down.
Here's Murray, first and 10. Down the field, he's got Wilson. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. They get 35 out of that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Back and ready now for the second quarter. It's Cardinals football. They're looking at yet another first and 10 on this drive. Now Kyler. To his wideout, it's a screen. And he gets this forward to the 19.
How's your block shedding out there, boys? Because they need to get through some blocks to hang that screen up quickly. They were Johnny on the spot.
Second down now, 7 to go. Set up the screen here for Harrison. Tackle made at the 10. First and goal coming up. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 9 yards. That's another Cardinals first down.
Murray here on first down. Headed out right. Has it in close. And this one's stopped at the 3-yard line.
It's one thing to draw all these routes up when you're in the pocket. It's quite another when a play breaks down. Timing on routes change when you leave the pocket and scramble. What a great adjustment to still deliver a clean ball.
So from the 3, here's second and goal. Let's go. Benson. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cardinals take a second quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cardinals break that tie and now lead by 7. The Cardinals kicking team out, so they'll put a charge into this one. Okay, well that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Buys time, rolling right. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals are going to take over after the interception. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental, not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception is so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Harrison secures this, left side. Into the red zone. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Finds him over the middle. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. So a gain of 30 yards on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down. So the big play moves him well past midfield. Has him set up now at the 35. On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Hits his running back. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Jaguars first down.
Let's go.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jaguars.
Here we go.
Inside give here for Tutu. And some solid running here as he gets him 8 yards there into the red zone.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of the defense.
Second down here to 2. He stopped him just in time. He got back to the line and denied the yard they needed. Third down coming up.
No gain on the play. Makes it third and 2.
On 3rd and 2, here's Lawrence. And he has the catch, gets both feet in, that's a touchdown! The Jaguars make it a one-score game in the first half. Little tacks on the extra point. And the Jaguars chuck the lead in half, it's down to 7. Just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Return starts at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard
line. All right, going empty as they come to the line. It's 1st and 10. Murray looking to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. So first time we've seen one of his passes hit the ground this game, Brock. He had been perfect before that one.
Well, we hear it and we know it, right? The team that makes fewer mistakes in this league typically wins the game. Yeah, that was what would you call a first mistake throwing the ball. They still got the lead thanks to earlier efforts.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
That's one.
Murray to throw here on 3rd. Puts everything he has under this one. He's got it deep downfield. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
1st and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
11.
Lawrence working from the gun. He's going to go down. The Cardinals got to him. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
Second down.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. Completed to his running back. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Got to figure out this 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. So that brings up 4th and long.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pound that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Go, let's go.
4th down. Here's Lawrence. He connects downfield. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. One of their biggest plays of the game so far, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. From the 40-yard line now. This is 1st and 10.
11. Go.
Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. Picked off by Will Johnson.
Well, that's now his 2nd time when he's put his defense in a tough spot. That's a hard thing about playing quarterback, Kate. You know, with these interceptions and now the 2nd on the day, you're asking your defense again to step up to another series, another possession, another challenge. This quarterback's got to start protecting the football.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Murray. Escapes the pocket. He's running with it. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
At the 23-yard line.
Pressure coming. It's Murray. Finds Benson out of the backfield. Rolling into enemy territory. Into the red zone. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Trey Benson, the touchdown. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals stretch their lead to 21. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. And they're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on 1st and 10.
Let's go. Take right over.
On the give, it's Tootin. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Play stopped by Damone Clark. Moving quickly, trying to get set. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up. Third and long for him here. Short pass caught by his tight end. And it's good yardage, but they tackle him short of the sticks. Working quickly here.
An 8-yard gain.
Trying on 4th down. It's Lawrence. He's got Thomas on the slant. The defense seizing the opportunity. Great stop. They've got a turnover on downs, and they get their guys the ball in plus territory.
You go for it on 4th down. It's got to be something from the short list of plays you expect to work every time. If that one's on the short list, I think it's got to be reevaluated. Something wasn't working on it, and it cost.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
That's simply a difficult tightrope walk to stay in bounds on a catch that far downfield. What an effort. Just too difficult a play to make.
They give on 2nd to Benson. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On the gun, it's Murray. Short pass brought in. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a 1st and goal. Arizona goes ahead and calls its second timeout. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Goal at the 8-yard line.
In the red zone on first. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Diego Lukin with the pick. And the Jaguars make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, they're in danger going back to somebody who's already done damage in this game. He makes himself, well, he's a top target, but he makes himself a priority for this defense to defend, and they jumped on that opportunity.
Tootin on first and 10. And give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop it. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken.
I'm not surprised by that outcome, Kate. You crowd the line defensively by going all out for the safety. You got to be careful you don't wind up giving them an alley, not just to the state goal line, but for an even bigger chunk of yardage.
They connect on the deep shot. And somehow they've reached the end zone with no time remaining in the half.
There's a good chance he wasn't even looking when that ball was released, but the crowd, well, the crowd let him know exactly what was going on. You could feel the swell of excitement whenever they take a deep shot. It's only going to get louder now as they were able to connect.
That one right down the middle. And the Jaguars get it back to a 14-point game. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence to throw it. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns. And usually there's a completion to be had. Not against this defense. Not on that one.
11, go, let's go.
Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. In the hands of his running back, Tootin. Decent gain here, but short of the first. The dose of the hurry-up offense here. Hand off to Tootin. He'll have the first down and even more. And he is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. That play good for 17 and a first down.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
And that's going to fall incomplete. They wanted to get it right back to him after that run, but no luck on that throw.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Finds Hunter downfield. And he's going to be touched down at that spot, which means the effort makes it first and goal. Looking quickly here.
Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Oh, it's a quick throw out wide. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense up to the line fast.
Brings up second and goal.
Tootin. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. On his Little for the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars cut the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Fields this one at the 3. And And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
Take over first and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Going trips left here as they get set. First and 10. Hand off to Benson to start the drive. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that run. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Pickup of 2 here, and it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Benson once more. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule. That kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Hey, shit. Get wide. Hey, easy, quiver. Hey.
Now Kyler. Flushed out of the pocket. He finds his running back on a deep shot. Nicely done. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals take a 13-point lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx, so they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot here, coming up on first and 10.
Red. 13. Hey, Sogo. Take right open. Hey, I'm gun.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Completed over the middle. And he's down after getting this up to the 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4 at the 41-yard line.
Now it's Tootin. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
But looky here, you don't even have to worry now about a third down call as that run moves the sticks. Now the call you had ready, though, you can recycle it, save it for later for that next third down coming.
First and 10 now from the 46. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Caught at the 20-yard line. Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars shrinking the lead some in the third. Little able to connect on the point after. And the Jaguars chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Jaguars 42. Cam Little is the kickoff for the
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. This return starts at the 5. And this drive will start inside the 25.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Starting out with an empty backfield, Brock. Here they come. First and 10.
Come back. Hey!
Out of the gun. Here's Murray. He rolls to his right. He takes it himself. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On first and 10, it's Murray. He's going to push one deep down the right. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on first down, but just couldn't make the connection.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket and keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Throw right side, and McBride has it. And they bring him to a halt right at that midfield stripe. Stop that time by Antonio Johnson.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
3rd down, they need 7. 3rd and long, they're going to throw. Flush down out to his left. The Jaguars are there, he's hauled down. And they come up big on 3rd down there with the sack.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
4th and forever coming up.
Shift. Hey. Omaha. Shift.
He's back to throw. Deep shot off his back foot. That's grabbed inside the 30. And this will reach the opposing 25-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out, as that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play. Setting up the screen here for Harrison. Breaks it down to the edge of the red zone. It's down by Caleb Ransom. Throwing from the gun. Buying some time right. Now here he goes. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end. Only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that 1st down anyway.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. From the red zone now. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he hearkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Hand off to Benson from the gun. He's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. A good 5 yards on the run. Now they're going to have 3rd and goal at the 4.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
Murray, 3rd and goal. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cardinals lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. It's a Kyler Murray touchdown. That one right down the middle. The Cardinals double their lead to 14. The Cardinals kicking team out, and they'll put a charge into this one. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here.
Hey, Soko. 11. Let's go. 13, Luke. Go. Hey, I'm gun. Here we go.
Lawrence looking to throw. He's going to get a hand in there and knock that one away. So 2nd down now after the incompletion.
You know, it's one thing to tell a quarterback not to telegraph a pass. It's quite another to fundamentally do the right things. You got to use your eyes to move defenders in this league, especially on your primary target.
You put a receiver in motion right. Lawrence trying again on second. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stops. Goes to the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. Oh, brother, hits another interception. Rex Milton with the INT. A nice takeaway to end that third quarter. And they're going to have a new possession waiting to start the fourth. It's Cardinals football, and they'll start the fourth quarter up by a couple of scores, too.